How to defend yourself when all of a sudden the distance closes from big range to very small range and now you are in clinch or grappling on the ground. How to defend, you will see in this video. And because we haven't still got to the phase when we are going to be falling, which is the phase we are going to talk about right now. So there are a couple of options. We go here, we clinch, and now there are two types of takedowns I can basically do, or let's say it's going to differentiate how are you going to fall. Let's say I'm going to be the one who will be shooting for legs. I go for the legs. You are going to be falling mostly on your butt or on your back. As you can see right now, the legs are already ready here to lift me, and already one is holding my head and another one is going for the eyes straight away as you fall. So now you basically get your feet there, go for the eyes, create the distance, start kicking away. It doesn't matter, I'm going to stop, but you already have the weapon and now it's necessary, hit me and maybe hit again if I'm still want to get there, or I'm going to disengage, whatever. There's option number one, and there can be takedown number two. Let's say it's going to be more about some side headlocks or through the clothes, when we are mostly going to be going somewhere here and now fall here. So you think about we falling right now, already holding, and the second hand is going to start going from the eyes here. So even though we fire differently, hit, 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 I'm trying to fight back, but again, the legs are there to create the distance. Already the weapon aim goes the same, whatever I do. If it's the pepper spray, I maybe try to go because it's telescopic button, or a gun. You draw what you have. If it would be telescopic button, I maybe try to go from the side, but I'm getting hit to the legs, and again, which will probably make me not want to continue fighting because it hurts, even with this one, which is rubber. So if it's a steel, it's a pretty good hit still. What you saw up until now is that we were going a slow pace, but it is important because then you see many styles doing something like hitting the air, so he's not even connecting, I'm here and you're just hitting me and I'm supposed to react somehow. Well, what it enables us when we are going slower is that you can actually go on contact because it's not going to injure me. So if we are talking about hitting, you can go here and really push me, not in the air. Or if we are talking about the eyes, I go here, you go and press safely, because like training fast when you are going to the eyes is just complete nonsense. You only have two eyes and you are never getting them back. So yeah, we are training slowly right now in this position, but it enables us to go at least into contact and not hit the air, which is just a mistake. So then when we are going into training it a little bit harder and faster, when you come for example for the push, at first I push and you only hit with your hand, then we can slowly go more into, you are going to get into boxing gloves, I'm going to grab my helmet, so now you can really start to see if you are hitting me correctly, if you are hitting me hard, and if you are hitting the good part of my head, for example. But it enables us to go harder and faster. So right now, of course, don't forget that this is just the first step. It teaches you how to get off me quick when I'm trying to push, create a distance, but you of course need to know what are you aiming for. Are you aiming for getting away and then jumping on me? Are you aiming to completely escape? Or are you aiming for disengaging with me but drawing your weapon? In that sense, it doesn't really make much sense to wear the boxing gloves because you are not going to go for the weapon, but it's going to make more sense to go for something like grappling gloves or the bigger MMA gloves, which enables you now to actually go for the drawing. Depending on when you wear it in real life, that's how you train. So now I go for the push, I get hit here, but you are creating the distance and hitting the spots you need to hit. Okay, but in every single video you said hit with the palm of your hands. Okay, well then train with the palm of your hands, of course. Now you don't need to have gloves, but as me as a partner is going to get the helmet so he doesn't have to go so soft on me, and still the same continuous phase, you go for the weapon. So to show you, and either I engage and get hit or I completely disengage because I got afraid of the weapon, whatever. But if you want to train with palms, you don't have to have gloves, but always have the partner wear the helmet so you are not going too soft, because then it doesn't make much sense. Because we want to train the boxing phase, let's call it, now it's going to be up to me to, phase number 2, have the boxing gloves, me as the attacker, and wearing the helmet. What's going to be important here is for the second phase, the first phase ended and now I get into some kind of guard. I actually want to hit you with the boxing glove, but I'm going to have helmet because you are going to retrieve the punches. So just to show you, it's going to look something like this. And in this phase, because we want to train the third phase of the attack, the attacker is going to be not only staying in the boxing guard, but actually lunging at you and throwing multiple punches. Here the best idea is to both of us having helmets, so we can go really into the conflict. First phase of the third phase of attacking is going to be I lunge at you, you create your distance, and you go for the weapon, I stop. The more realistic, and the second one is going to be you can create a space, but if I'm too close, I'm still going to lunge at you and attack, and it's up to you to pick the best time to go for the weapon, so you don't go too soon or too late. Training phase number 4. So what we are going to do now is both put on some MMA gloves, smaller gloves, so we don't go 100% on the power, but still want to touch each other. And now what we want to do is get into the fourth phase, which is getting somewhere close, somewhere clinching. And now it's the fight of finding the position where you can hit me and I can't hit you. So if we now go, I try to hit, you hit here, maybe you get behind and hit here, I will be fighting here, maybe go here. And you basically are controlling the whole time my hands, but want to be in a position where you are hitting. If you are thinking, okay, but this is more to the fight, if you think about the concept of when we were before somewhere on the back, hitting here, but you can do the same SORUDO when go for the eyes and then, so it gives you at least the movement in this whole clinch. Because we want to train it, and the third and the fourth phase is the most important for us because you can gain the most, but of course you can lose the most in those two scenarios as well. So what we are talking about here is the person starts striking at me, I cover myself, and at some time get here, and now he still continues punching, and I want to get somewhere where he cannot, which of course my partner will not let me. He will grab the stuff, he will try to maneuver me, he will try to get on my side to hit me very well, and it's something that I'm trying to prevent, but he tries to really go on me. How did we actually get here? You need to understand that even though your intention was to hit the hamster and go away, but sometimes it can happen, the timing, the surprise you have been, they just catch you. So you go for the hamster, but in some way I already grabbed. So that's how we get here. And now it's going to be important for you to be able to get out of this position. Because even though you wanted to disengage, it doesn't matter, it's always going to work. You need to prepare for even my plan didn't work in the first phase. Nice way to train this as me as the attacker is going to grab a bigger gloves because I'm in the third phase boxing, and now it's up to me to hit you, and the defender is going to try and take the control of my arms, clinch somewhere with me. So it basically looks like this. I go, you cover, but at some point you try to get here. What you see, I cannot hit with this one, and this one is clinched here. So here maybe some back shots is nothing, yeah? I cannot move neither with those hands. Now from the phase that we were in before, when we already clinched into each other, you are going to be looking for either the hits, or you will be looking as a SORUDO person for something like the eyes. But what's going to happen here is that the second person is going to try to go for any type of takedown. There are a couple of them, but for example here in Czech Republic, most often is going to be some form of side headlock. So if we are here, he's mostly going to try to get somewhere here. If we are talking about America, you know, the college wrestlers, they do training, so their instinct is not to go to side headlock, but to really jump for the legs and take the legs under you. How do you defend against it? If you already saw our video about how to be the BJJ guy, it's very similar, it's almost the same, but from a different position. So either I start hitting, and from the hitting, I jump for you go back with your legs and try to find the eyes as soon as you can, so I can grab it and you are pressing on it, or we are in the clinch. And now from here, I decide to go for something like single, but you can press right away on the eyes. the dirty tactics in these kind of positions are going to be much better than to wrestle with me. And because of the context of you wanting to get out, this is the best way to go about it. Reactions here are going to be important, so what we want to train is me at first occupying your head, some hit, and when I shoot, you create a distance, as you see, with the leg stepping back and leaving the arms on me. Again, let's try again. I hit, and go. And that's how we are going to repeat it until your mind is ready to really react on my level change. Because the situations are unpredictable, the same want to make it in the training. So if you want, the second person can start from anything. He, for example, starts striking, and after he strikes, then he decides to go for the takedown, boom, or he's striking, he tries to take the legs under me, hop, or right away he just wants to clinch. So we are standing, but he gets into clinch right away. Or the same, right away goes for the legs. I think he's going to strike, but he doesn't. He's taking and changing it up. You can train it like this, or you can basically say with your partner, okay, now let's train 3 and 4, 4 and 5. Both of them have their good qualities, because at least the attacker and the person knows what they are training, but the do whatever and I will defend is a good one for reality, because you don't know how the person is going to attack. And keep in mind that both of those options that you decide to go for, train it both slow and train it fast as well. And now we are going to focus on the last part, which is like falling down. In this case, of course, you don't want to let him get you down so easily. You want to fight against it. But for the purpose of training, I'm going to go a little bit more forward into him. We clinch, he takes me down, we fall, and he's either going to try to get mostly into this kind of position and hit, or sometimes you can go with a knee on my belly and hit from here. But it doesn't want to end here. I want to go away as well. I don't want to just lay here. So I will try to hit the growing. I will try to take it on him, get here, and now he doesn't want to let me. I'm fighting my space, he's finding his, and now it's a nice reaction on reaction. So what we are talking about here, yeah, I don't know what he's going to do, he doesn't know what I'm going to do, and we both try to get into the better position and get into nice flow, but keep it safe. So either go slow or put on some grabbles and some helmets to go a little bit more. Thank you for watching. We reached the end. Maybe write us a comment if you already trained like this, or maybe this is a new concept that you have never seen before and it gave you something. Please let us leave a comment. I'm out of breath. We were really going hard. And second thing is leave a like and definitely subscribe for more videos like this. You never know the person who might see this video and be like, okay, that makes sense. I want to train this, or I just want to train differently because I haven't been training correctly. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video, maybe even in the fighting series. See you.